Okay, good morning. Doing this video to get you guys going on the 10C and the first page of the 10D notes. So we'll go ahead and get started here. The 10C should be pretty quick. There's just a few things that we need to look at here. Okay. First one, surface area of the square pyramid. We know the pyramid is perimeter slant height divided by 2 plus the base area. Okay. So perimeter should be a gimme because we have a square with a side of 16. Okay. The base area should be a gimme because we have a square with a side length of 16, so it's just 16 squared, okay? So the slant height, okay, in order to find a slant height, again, which is this thing here, we're going to make a right triangle with 15, all right, half of 16, which is 8, and then the slant height is the hypotenuse, okay? The slant height is going to be a whole number, and so your final surface area is going to be a whole number once you plug in PL and base area. So the real work on this one is finding the slant height using the Pythagorean theorem and a right triangle here. We have 8, 15, and our slant height. Okay. Next one, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. Um, it's still PL plus B, but we can synthesize the formula down to perimeter times L plus A divided by 2 because it's a pentagonal pyramid. So anytime we have pentagon, hexagon, octagon, any kind of polygon pyramid, we could synthesize the formula instead of PL over 2 plus PA over 2. We can sort of simplify it to this. The side length of the pentagon is 11, so perimeter should be a gimme. Okay. Um, the slant height of the pyramid is 15. Okay. That's a gimme. All right. So what we need to find is the apothem right here. Okay. So if you remember, we have the apothem formula. Okay, for any shape is side, which we have, divided by 2 tan theta. Okay, side length divided by 2 tan theta. All right, so we know the side length already, which is 11. Okay, and remember to find the theta is just going to be 180 divided by the number of sides. Okay, so we should be off to the races there. All right, so diameter of a cone is 10. That should tell us something about the radius. Okay, slant height is twice the diameter. If the diameter is 10, we know the slant height's double. That's the slant height's 20. Okay, we're finding the surface area of the cone. Okay, pi RL plus pi R squared. That's the cone surface area. Pi RL plus pi R squared. All right, so trapezoid. Okay, so I want to sort of draw this one out. Okay, so a trapezoid is a trapezoidal prism. Okay, so we're going to have this trapezoid here. Okay, we're going to have 4 rectangles in our lateral area that go with each side, and we're going to have the matching trapezoid down here. Okay, we did one of these the other day. So in this trapezoid, we have 12, 9. One of the bases is 20, the other base is 10. Okay, and so we can sort of match that down here if we need to. So, and the height of the the height of the prism is 30. So that's the distance from base to base. Whenever they talk about the height of the prism is 30. So 30 will go right here. It'll be this length here for all these rectangles. Okay. The height of the trapezoid is 15. Okay. So remember the trapezoid area formula for a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times the height of the trapezoid. Now the height of the trapezoid, again, is this 15 right here. Okay. It's not 30. 30 is the height of the prism. Okay. And we have 2 of these trapezoids, so we could end up just cancel it out to 2 and just do b1 plus b2 times height, okay? And that'll take care of this trapezoid and this trapezoid, okay? Our rectangles, well, the lengths of these rectangles are going to match the sides, okay? So the 9 can come here, okay? The 10 can come here, and the 12 can come here, okay? So we have a rectangle that's 12 by 30 here. We have a rectangle that's 20 by 30 here, a rectangle that's 9 by 30 here, and a rectangle that's 10 by 30 here, okay? Your answer should be, I believe, in the 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. So you can go ahead and try to find the surface area of that trapezoid, and then we should be good to go. All right, next we have a right triangular prism. Again, we sort of looked at one of these the other day. So we have a right triangular prism right here. That doesn't really match. I'm going to try to draw it a little bit better here. Okay, so again, we're going to have 3 rectangles because there's 3 sides that go along with this thing. Okay, we have a base of 9, hypotenuse of 41. Okay, so that hypotenuse of 41 can come over here to this rectangle as well. Okay, the height of the prism is 20, so that's the distance from base to base. Okay, so what we got to find is this thing right here. Okay, the little height. That's the other leg of a right triangle, so we'll just do Pythagorean theorem backwards. Okay, so once we find this number right here, it should be a whole number. I'm just going to put h right there. And we can copy that h number right down there. Okay, so we have 2 triangles. We should be able to find those areas, plus our 3 rectangles, okay? So one of our rectangles is 41 by 20. This one in the middle is 9 by 20. And whatever we get for the height here is the height times 20, okay? And this number should be a whole number as well. All right. The last problem here is cylinder has a circumference of 56.52 and a height of 13. Find the area, okay? So cylinder is a 2 pi r squared plus pi diameter height. Okay, so we need r, d, and height. Okay, they give us the height is 13. The height's 13. Sorry for my handwriting. I have to type with a mouse because my screen isn't working. All right, so circumference is 56.52. We use circumference to find the radius. Okay, so 56.52 is the circumference, and the formula, circumference is 2 pi r. Okay, so 56.52 is equal to 2 pi r. So to find the radius, okay, we'll go 56.52 and divide it by parentheses 2 pi. Okay, we cancel the 2 pi's out by dividing. That should get us our radius. Okay, the radius should be a whole number. If it's not a whole number, it should be very close to a whole number. So you can just round it to the nearest whole number if you need to, and that'll be that. Okay. I'm actually going to hold off on D until we get back to school on Monday. So for today, just finish these C notes out, the front side and the back side, and then that'll be good for class today. And then we'll do D next week. Okay, y'all take care.